Hello and good evening, boys and girls. It's your G here. The time is about 6 p.m. on Friday the 8th of March 2013, and this is my 69th video log documenting my transformation from average Joe into lean, muscular and generally awesome badass. Okay, I woke myself this morning and it was a slightly higher weigh-in today. I've got no idea why. I think it was about 184.3, something like that. But that still gives me an average weight for the last 7 days of 183.61. So that's a reduction of 1/16 of a pound, or approximately 1 ounce since yesterday. So that's all gravy. Right. Basically what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through my day and then talk about my my new workout coming up and reasons why it's going to be changing. Okay, so I woke up this morning and the plan today was for myself and the wife to get the train down to Teignmouth and actually walk along the coastal path back to Dawlish Warren and go for some lunch. So we got the we registered with the doctors as well, but that's neither here nor there. We got the train down to Teignmouth about 10 past this morning, 10 past 10, and we started walking back. We got about as far as Holcombe, and then we had to come back onto the main road from the coastal path. And it turned out that because of the recent flooding on the cliffs at Holcombe, the coastal path had actually been shut. So we had the choice between walking along a main road back into back to Dawlish or getting the bus. So we chose to get the bus. So yeah, so we walked down to the boathouse, which is in Dawlish Warren, and went for some food. Check it out, guys. If you're ever in the southwest area, or you find yourself in Dawlish Warren, perhaps in the summer, go to the boathouse. They do fantastic chocolate fudge cake. But for the main course, I had it was called smothered chicken. Basically, it's like chicken with like bacon and lots of cheese and mushroom sauce. Had that with chips, and we shared a portion of cheesy garlic bread as well. So it was somewhat of a cheap meal, and it was quite late in the day as well. And yeah, and that coupled with the fact that this morning I stupidly took my ZMA tablets at the wrong time. I took my zinc, magnesium and B6 about 10 o'clock this morning, and they've got a mild sleep-inducing effect. You're supposed to take them in the evening, and literally got home about 1:30 and literally just crashed out for like 2.5 hours, which is very unlike me. So yes, it was quite weird. You know, like when you fall asleep in a funny place or a funny time of day, you sort of wake up like with this start, like where the fuck am I sort of thing. So it was a bit weird. So I had my lunch, which was my usual breakfast. I had 5 eggs and a bowl of porridge, and some creatine as well, and orange juice. So yes, I'm running quite late with food today. Luckily I'm not working tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter too much if I have my my evening meal really late. I think we're having some sort of chili rice combo or something tonight for tea. So that's all good. So yeah, so one lesson learned: do not take ZMA tablets in the daytime. They're only for evening time, not the daytime. Okay, so next week I'm going to be changing my workouts around slightly. I've kind of come to the conclusion that as far as workouts are concerned, because I'm so busy in work, less is generally more. And I think one thing generally, like especially guys, people that are into fitness, people that go to the gym, they can be, myself included, they can be slightly neurotic. And let's face it, if you're doing something which is for health benefits, chances are you enjoy doing it, okay? Because it's something that you're into, and you're naturally going to veer towards doing too much. You never, if you're really into doing something, you're never really going to do too little, are you? And I think a lot of guys are guilty of doing too much, myself included. And what I've been finding for the past year or so is that whenever I start a new weight training program or start a new routine, I tend to go balls to the wall for like 3 or 4 weeks and then just knacking myself out, and then have to take a deload week. And so what I'm going to do is I've got a new workout program designed. It's literally bare bones. Another thing I've been thinking about as well is that if you're doing any exercise in the gym that you haven't got a, what's the word? If you don't feel as if you really want to improve on it, you haven't got a plan to where you want to be in like 3 weeks, 3 months time, there's no point in doing the exercise. Because any exercise that you're doing in the gym, in my opinion, if you're not doing it with a view to actually increasing your strength or actually making PRs, there's no point. All you're doing is you're maintaining and you're eating into your recovery capability for other exercises. So yeah, so for my new workout plan, it's literally really bare bones. I'm dropping flat bench press. All I'm doing is incline, but lots of it for my upper chest. I'm doing obviously shoulder press. I'm doing quite a lot of arms because my arms are quite skinny in comparison to the rest of my body. Obviously going to keep the squats, and I'm probably going to alternate rack pulls with farmers walks. I'm dropping shrugs because it's an isolation movement, and I really want to make sure that every minute that I spend in the gym is actually a minute well spent, and I really might maximise my training economy. The other reason why I want to do this is because there's something else that I need to be doing in the gym, which the older I get and the more time passes, I think it becomes more and more important. You have to concentrate, especially if you're over 25, 30 and you're getting into your 30s, or towards my fucking 40s, is you really have to concentrate on mobility and stretching, because every single pound of muscle that you build, if you don't build good, supple, soft tissue, and you don't stretch it through full range of motion, you just end up getting tighter and tighter. I mean, like, don't even bother asking me to stand with my legs straight and just touch the floor with the palms of my hands. It ain't gonna happen. If I spend 5 minutes limbering up, I might get the ends of my fingers to get to my ankles, but I'm really tight and unflexible. I bought a foam roller must have been about 2 months ago. I probably spent 5 minutes on it, so I need to really get into that as well. What I'll do is I'll probably, at some point, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn around. Scary house. I bought a foam roller about 2 months ago. I've hardly even touched the fucking thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using that there. The idea with foam rolling is called self-myofascial release. Basically, between your skin and your muscles, very quickly I'll go into it, you've got something called fascia, which is like a skin that holds everything together. And what can happen is you can get adhesions where the fascia sticks to the muscle underneath. And the idea with foam rolling, one of the reasons why you foam roll, is it breaks down adhesions and it allows the muscles to slide over each other inside and keeps everything nice and greased and oiled up underneath the skin. So yeah, I'm going to start doing foam rolling, and what I'll probably do, what I hope to do, is do some sort of like mobility and stretching video, because you've seen pretty much what Alex and I do in the gym anyway as far as lifting weights concerned, but you haven't really seen a lot of mobility and stretching. Basically, mainly because I don't actually fucking do it, and I need to do more of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing that a lot more, because now that I'm doing a lot less sets of volume weight training wise, and making it all the weight training really smart and specific to what I need, I should have an extra 10 or 15 minutes in the gym, which I should actually devote to mobility and stretching. So yeah, so that's like a kind of a new month resolution for me. So I'm going to get onto that there. If you look in the description box below, I will strive to make sure that the workouts are actually up to date, and you can see what I'm going to be doing from next week. I think I've got like 2.5 days left before I go back to the gym. I'm slightly concerned I'm going to have lost strength, but there's another thing that I'm going to do as well, which I'll go into in tomorrow's video. It's called auto-regulation and using RPE scales, which is basically relative perceived effort. I'll go into that tomorrow in tomorrow's video, because this is dragging on a bit too long now. So yeah, that's all good. I hope all that was interesting, or fairly interesting, and any of you hardcore viewers that have managed to make it all the way this far, you get to see me do this. Click there to subscribe to my channel. The button's been up there for like the last 3 or 4 minutes, I'm sure. And also just down here at the bottom, along there'll be a link to a video that you might find interesting. So yeah, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, question this video, show the G some love. Check the description box below. There'll be workout and diet plans that I strive to follow most of the time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to walk back now. This video's gone on for far too long. And yeah, so that's all good. Alright guys, take it easy. Fuck it up.